All right, so we are here with Mr. Eric Boyd himself, and after he gave us an amazing tour of HackLab.TO, he's just about to tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind the place and the people who come and frequent it. So Eric, what's the purpose, what's the sort of gelling philosophy behind HackLab.TO?
So it's part of a much larger movement called the Hackerspaces movement, which is a global phenomenon of basically like geeks and nerds getting together and creating spaces where they can do their thing together. And part of the idea is to get out of our basements and be more social. And part of it too is that you can achieve things as a group that are totally impossible to achieve as an individual. So like we can own things like the 3D printer that are really not that affordable as a single person, right? I mean, when you can get together with 10 people, $1,000 is much more reachable because that's only $100 each. And the same thing is true for like laser cutters. We got ours cheap, but many hackerspaces pay like $3,000 or $4,000 for the laser cutter, but it totally works. If you have 30 members, you each pay $100. That's totally affordable, right? And allows you to have these tools that would otherwise be unreachable. So that's part of the philosophy, is like working together to achieve things you can't. And part of the other philosophy too is just this idea that we should have a place to come and be with people of like mind, right? I want to hang out with people whose company we enjoy. And that's, HackLab actually I think is more representative of that than some hackerspaces. We very much are a club. It's actually, our official name is HackLab Club Toronto Incorporated. And it totally is like, this is our clubhouse, right? We come here and we mostly hang out with each other, especially like on our open Tuesday nights. There'll be a dozen members in the space, and really not much project stuff is getting done because it's too crowded, right? So instead, mostly what's happening is we're socializing with each other and we're talking to each other.
That's fantastic. Yeah. But let me grab one point that just popped out here for me. Incorporated.
Incorporated, yeah.
How does that gel with the sort of hacker open source kind of philosophy?
So the reason we're incorporated is we're nonprofit. So we actually have, we have like accountants who do our books, and we try not to pay any taxes. But I mean, there is a certain reality when you get together, and we spend quite a bit of money on rent and on bandwidth and all kinds of stuff here.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's like a small business. It's not run like a business, though. I mean, we really don't care about the money. As long as we can cover our rent, we're totally happy at the end of every month.
I see. So let me focus on the community of people. So first of all, how many members do you have? And secondly, for those of our viewers here who are interested in joining you, how can they do so?
So we have about 35 members, and the membership process is relatively straightforward. Basically, what you do is you show up on a couple of our Tuesday open house nights, you meet a bunch of members. If we like you, you make some friends, and then you ask one of those people to sponsor you to be a member. Then we talk about you on a private mailing list, and if everybody approves, then you're in. You pay your $50, we give you an RFID card for the door, and you have 24/7 access.
That's fantastic, but say somebody who is new to the community and who the other members are not aware of, or they don't know him or her, how do they get voted in? I mean...
Yeah, well, so what happens, like I said, is you show up to some Tuesday nights. There's lots of members here, you talk. And it sometimes takes quite a while, especially if you can't make every Tuesday. It may take you a couple months to meet enough members and become friends with enough that you can get in. But that's part of how we make sure that like the space stays in a relative even keel, right? Like we don't have unknown people in the space, right?
And what about those people who are total beginners, who are sort of attracted to the idea but are totally new at hacking anything and are kind of afraid to make that first step or to join you simply because they have no previous background or knowledge?
We do free workshops. Every Monday night there's a workshop on some topic that's almost always led by a member. I do about a third of them these days. So we do like soldering workshops, we do Arduino workshops, we do 3D printing meetups, we do currently coming up, we're doing an EagleCAD one, which is software that lets you make printed circuit boards, which is super cool. In the past, we've done many other kinds of things. Chris has done some math workshops. You can learn about certain elements of mathematics. There's been programming workshops, all kinds of stuff.
What would be the message to those people who are interested in joining HackLab.TO that you'd want to put out there?
The message is that we're relatively open and friendly, and we have lots of fun. That's the primary thing. So if you want to come have fun with technology and hang out with some cool people who are also into that, this is the place for you.
And you said the best time to start is Tuesdays?
Yeah, you come Tuesdays between 6 and 10 p.m. is our open house night. So there's lots and lots of people in this space, and that's how you can meet some members. And you can also, we give many tours on Tuesday nights, similar to the one that you just saw. We give, like every time a new person comes in, we have a greeter, and they'll give them the tour of the space and tell people what we're about. And we get lots of people who come into the space, and really all they know about HackLab is somebody told them they should come, or maybe they looked at the website for like 3 minutes, but they don't really know anything. And so it's like, they're trying to judge, like, is it for them, right?
That's fantastic. And the last thing is, where can people go online or other places to find more information about your location, your phone number, and so on, maybe email address?
Yeah, so HackLab.TO is the website. You can also read about us at the hackerspaces.org, you know, like globally unifying list.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you for your tour, and I really enjoyed coming and visiting your space here. And I hope you guys also enjoyed it, and come and join us.